It's a different style on the continent of Africa as we follow all of Europe's finest footballing moments again tonight. Welcome to the action. A night full of potential for drama, for danger, for sheer delight. Anything can happen tonight. AS Roma, they are on unfamiliar grounds as they welcome Liverpool for the second leg of the UEFA Champions League semi-final, needing on the night to overturn a 3-goal away defeat and deficit for the second round in succession. Liverpool are unbeaten in Europe this season, and they look to have taken a firm grip on the tie when Mo Salah and Roberto Firmino each scored twice last time out. Roma fought back, and that is why this still looks like a competition. Welcome to our coverage of all things football tonight. We are Femi and the gang. We take you to Rome as we say welcome to the squad. Emmanuel Etim is the guy who launched us some minutes past 7, and he's right by me. Welcome back, Emma.
It's a pleasure being on the broadcast, Femi. It's a special night, like you mentioned. Well, the second semi-final, very important for two amazing cities, Anfield, Liverpool, and of course the Olimpico house to Rome. It's going to be a special night. I think everything about the Champions League this season has been dramatic. Tonight wouldn't be short of that. Good evening and great pleasure being on the show.
Also, well, joining us, Emmanuel, by the way, did a good job of disconnecting my headphones, but thank you nonetheless. Bucci Onakala is in the house. Make welcome.
Femi, stop introducing me like I have money. That's the way.
But you've been bragging all evening long.
No, those people have money.
You've been bragging that you have money, more money than anybody else.
There's levels in this life. Those ones they are not. I have money past them.
Okay, you have more money.
You are my organ.
Okay.
But Femi, nice to be here.
Yeah.
Champions League football. Femi, officially we have 2 games to go in Champions League. This is the second semi-final. The one we definitely sure it's going to be a club wearing red playing the final because Madrid are definitely wearing white. So Liverpool or Roma, the first leg was so entertaining. Hopefully the second leg give us the same results. And Madrid are just sitting watching. Who go join us for the final, Femi? And we're here to cover it. It's a pleasure to be here, Femi.
And finally, to introduce the only lad to break the myth that sometimes when you grow so tall, you cannot be so smart. Super tall, super smart. Welcome, Azu.
Great to be here, Femi. I was wondering what you were going to end up with. But in the end, you gave me some accolades. Beautiful game we saw yesterday. I know today is also not going to be short of it. 2 great coaches. One vastly experienced and the other just proving some surprises. But in the end, 5-2, can they turn that off? It's now 2-5. We're looking forward to seeing one team. All I just need is an interesting Champions League final. And it seems like Liverpool will give us more of that than an AS Roma, who has an El Shaarawy in the starting lineup. Femi.
Well, kickoff is upon us. The games are here, and almost with an opener in the opener. We'll see how that one will go. Emmanuel Etim, big day, big game. Nerves are plenty, like we saw last night. Maybe it will be, or maybe Liverpool will score 2 goals in the first half and totally kill the tie. We don't know. But what we do know is that we have the lineup. Want to share?
Well, certainly, Femi. Just start first with the home side, AS Roma. But like, you know, as you mentioned, something special from the coach who was decided to play. The former AC Milan player in El Shaarawy. He also starts tonight. But just to run through, the fixture, by the way, is 2 minutes into it, and as expected, it's Roma who already asking questions. The goalkeeper for tonight, as it's been for Roma all season, is pretty much Alisson Becker. At right back, they've got Alessandro Florenzi, they've got Konstantinos Manolas, Federico Fazio, and the left back Alexander Kolarov. It's a 4-3-3 formation. 3 men in midfield: Lorenzo Pellegrini, Daniele De Rossi, and of course Raya Niangolan. For the strikers, up front players: Patrick Schick, Erin Dzeko, who I personally believe will get a goal or 2 tonight, and Stefan El Shaarawy. For Liverpool, well, it's not surprising. Loris Karius keeps his place. Andrew Robertson at left back, Virgil van Dijk, Dejan Lovren, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Jorginho Wijnaldum, Henderson Milner, and as expected up front, It's the SRM, whatever you want to coin the accolade. Well, not accolade this time. The coinage. Sadio Mane, Roberto Firmino, and of course Mohamed Salah. That's how they fouled out tonight, Femi, at the Stadio Olimpico, which by the way is packed to the brims. We got there. It's a special night. The most offensive team in the Champions League against a side who haven't considered a single goal at home. It tells you if Liverpool need to advance, they've got to do what no team has been able to do, score at the Olimpico. And if Roma also need to advance, they've got to make Thunderstrike twice. Not often does that happen in the Champions League.
We'll find out soon enough how many more times we may yet see such sights.
Femi, talking on the SI, you might just give a player, honestly, for me. Although Roma is taking a corner, after the corner, Femi, I will elaborate on that.
It's a fine opportunity, Kolarov to supply the taller lads waiting in there. Could this be the opener? The ball bubbles everywhere. Liverpool clear. They are playing in a white jersey, white over black shorts and white socks. That's the way the Liverpoolians come out today. And they look to hit Roma on the counter. The cross looks good, intended for Mane. Doesn't bother anybody. Roma, on the other hand, they're playing their ox blood colors. Deep red over red over red. And they play from right to left, attacking that goal on the left. Liverpool play from left to right. And that's the way we start. 3 minutes gone, goalless. Roma trail 2 goals to Liverpool's 5.
Femi, back to what I was talking about. There is a player, honestly, in this squad that was so important when they defeated Barcelona. Is that man they call Patrick Schick. This is a player from Sampdoria. Nearly went to Juventus, did his medicals, but one or two things there, he didn't go there. It was so crucial when they won the second leg against Barcelona. He's a tall lad. Scored 11 good goals for Sampdoria last season. Was high on the market in the Italian league, but eventually he went to Roma. He has not really been playing Roma because they have that man called Dzeko. So they have to keep through with him, and she comes in for the most important games. I think he started against Shakhtar when they won, and also this game also. I think it's going to be important because I think Liverpool, Roma will be going for 2 things: area abilities. They have Dzeko, they can do it. They have Schick also. If putting the ball on the ground can work, they need to go up. And also that man that might help them too is that man, El Shaarawy. This is a man that has paid his dues a little bit, but injuries lingered him a little. He was so fantastic at Milan. I remember him, but this one time I think he did his knee ligament and he was out for a long time. I think he has a point to prove in this game. Schick and El Shaarawy. Femi, if there are 2 players that will make it happen for Roma today, Femi, mark my words, these are the 2 players.
We'll find out soon enough as we hit the 5th minute of this game. Roma with a chance, timely interception by Van Dijk, the defense stalwart for Liverpool. Well, there are calls for offside. The referee's assistant on that far side not interested. It did seem suspiciously offside, but not on this occasion where we're going to get an offside call. But here come Roma again, pushing. They've been the better side in all of 5.5 minutes. A strike from range. Just flashes past Karius's right. A great attempt. If the early signs are anything to go by, we may be in for a feast of football here tonight.
Well, I know it's 90 minutes of football, but if you really want to overturn a 3-0 deficit, first 5 minutes you should get a goal. But I like the intent. I like, the fact that Roma are bossing this game. They've got to score as early as they possibly can, Femi. And as much as they do have the fortune, they've got to be fortunate in this encounter. We've seen teams huff and puff. That's not going to be their case tonight. Liverpool are just waiting for that one goal. The moment they get that, it makes the mountain way too high, higher than, of course, Mount Olympus, and it's going to be quite a sad taste because passionately I think they have that in terms of support. The fans are out, they're chanting, they're roaring, and they're trying to make the atmosphere quite uncomfortable and unbearable for Liverpool. But after 6 minutes and yet to really threaten the goalkeeper, a bit of a concern. But like Bachi mentioned, I think the lineup from the manager is decent. The players on the pitch are strong enough to really, remarkably do what will go down as the greatest turnaround. They've done one already this season. The reason I mentioned Thunder striking twice, or is it lightning? It's a huge doubt based on the form of this Liverpool team. 2 more goals, the equal what Madrid did in the 2012-2013 season thereabouts, scoring the most goals away from home in the Champions League. It's a huge night for Roma. But again, like I mentioned, we've seen straight things happen in the Champions League this season. They might just continue.
Most of the Anfield hopes will be placed on the shoulders not from a lad from Liverpool, but from an Egyptian called Mo Salah. Only Ian Rush has scored more goals in a single season than him. It's a lot of weight to bear. And you can join every single bit of that conversation on social media. Matter of fact, we're live on YouTube. YouTube Live, just search for Nigeria Info Live.
That's right.
Nigeria Info Live.
Yeah.
Is there a shorter way to get there, Azu?
I think that's the best way. Just go to YouTube and type Nigeria Info Live instead of just doing the longer way. And that's what I feel. And that's what I always do.
It just directs you to the main page.
Yeah. So don't travel to China with a Middle Eastern airline. Go through any of these Abu Dhabi airlines. It will take you.
It's like
a roundabout movement.
Trying to use keke to go to Abuja is not possible.
And Femi, we quickly want to pay our own tributes also to that man, Sean Cox, who was actually beaten to a pulp, still in the state of coma, not recovering so quickly. Remember what happened to him in that first leg before the game kick started. I know two of those fans from Roma, who they say are not true fans of Roma, have been arrested for this particular incident. He's still not recovering, and there's a GoFundMe account.
And here come Mane! And Liverpool up on the scoring. That is how you destroy the game.
Are they actually waiting for me to talk?
Well, I'm not sure. They were waiting for you. And now, I truly now feel tired. The last thing I wanted coming here is for Liverpool to go into the lead and perhaps score 1 or 2 games. It will kill the spirit of the Romans. And you can see dead silence.
It's a noisy arena, Femi.
At the Stadio Olimpico of all places.
But again, it was expected. So much mentioned how Roma needs to be fortunate tonight. Need to look at the clock and say the first 5 minutes we need to go. It seems like Juventus, Bayern, who tried to do the unthinkable against the champions Madrid, scored early enough, just somehow couldn't withstand Madrid's gift in the UEFA Champions League. But tonight, it's gone beyond that. This is a team who really wants to perform Liverpool, and they've done it. They know mindsets. Just get a goal, and it makes the job quite hectic for Roma, and that's what they've done. When you've got Mane, Firmino, Salah running at the defense, I don't care how great those defenders are, they all feel trepidation, and that's exactly what happened. They've scored now, and I'm happy you're the commentator, so you can talk as much as you can, but this is not the mountain anymore. It's just going to be, how many more Liverpool can score. My disappointment will be if Liverpool wins tonight.
But I said that already last week that they were going to win. I don't know how many, how tight it's going to be.
Yeah, I said it too.
Yeah, I'm saying this because.
But now when reality sets in, you just want a contest. You want a game.
But Femi, I said it that Barcelona were just lackluster, and that's what Liverpool have come to show today. That Barcelona made the mistake, not because Roma were spectacular, but they found themselves in this position because a certain team in Barcelona decided not to come to the party at any point in time of a whole 90 minutes, even if they used the first leg more like a warm-up, because they didn't also look very prepared for that one. They took Roma for granted. They're beating them over time, and they just felt it was just going to be a roller coaster. But in the end, they went into that 3-0 drubbing, and Liverpool are not taking any of those chances. Klopp has said it. We're not coming here to joke. Any team that qualifies for the final deserve it, but I think we'll also deserve it after playing the final. It reminded us of how many times they played in the final, how many the last time they got to the final 11 years ago, the last time they won the trophy 13 years ago, and you say they'll come here and joke. No way at all.
Femi, for me, honestly, I can clearly see it's finished, Femi, because of what Liverpool just did. I think the difference between Barca and Liverpool. Liverpool might end up conceding goals, but definitely are going to score goals. That front line of Salah, Mane that got the goal, and also Firmino that assisted goal. This team will definitely give you goals. Roma just played their penalty at that throw-in. I don't know what Nainggolan was thinking. They passed the ball so confidently to the players, and right now Roma are in a hard situation. I really don't see them getting out of this one.
Well, this whole enterprise was built on Roma getting the first goal. And what an uproar we would have witnessed at the Stadio Olimpico, because Roma had what seemed like real opportunities in the first 5 minutes. And now Liverpool have contrived to deflate everything. But might they still fight back? Another opportunity spawned by the Romans, who come yet again. Their manager not giving up, egging them on. The ball comes into the Liverpool box. A quick turn will do. And one touch too many. And a wasted opportunity yet again. It's really disturbing. You wonder, where will the contest come from now? But then football is what it is. We'll just sit here twiddling our fingers and hoping that something will happen.
In the last set of games, and we've always seen the games round off in the maybe early in the first, late in the first half or early in the second half. Is it City? Is it Real Madrid at some point against the last opponents before Bayern Munich? That was Juventus. That's just what we see every now and then. This second leg is also not going to be looking short of that, and that's what we have seen already. Liverpool have gotten the first goal. 6-2, how do you turn that over? It's going to be really, really big. I want to see what Eusebio is going to bring to this one. I saw how they played, and a certain pundit was asking, how did Liverpool, or how did Roma play like they never saw Salah play before? He once played for this side. These guys know him so much, and they allowed him to go past them, control the ball on his left, the same Constance Manolas that took Barcelona out of the Champions League. Saw Salah putting the ball to his left and was going to do a corner, and he wasn't naive about it at all, and they got that goal in the end. So Roma have already shown that they were not ready to stop any particular player. If they have made rooms for these guys, maybe they would have stopped them and also hit them on the counter, which is what Liverpool never loved to see against them.
Well, you can be grateful to Bayern Munich and the performance they put up yesterday. Gave us a real game, and almost the second goal for Mohamed Salah's Roma. What is it? It's not his Roma anymore. For Liverpool, he just turned. He was allowed too much room. Couldn't find the curl enough. But that's the sort of issue we're just talking about. It's Mohamed Salah. You should know him.
As dangerous as Messi's left, and calling from that angle, some 9 years back, Messi will always go from outside the box with his left, moving to the right, and that Arjen Robben-like kind of a move. And Salah is the trademark for that at this point in time from the left hand.
It's an equalizer! It's an own goal. Very, very innocuous.
From nothing.
Quite uncanny. It came out of nothing. A cross that looked harmless. It was going wide. It was headed right back into the box. A Liverpool defender tried to clear his lines, and the ball just whacked the head of his teammate and went all the way back into the net.
Virgil with the assist, by the way. Of course, it was actually Dejan and not Virgil van Dijk. It was Dejan Lovren. You know, that's the kind of luck I think Roma, would pray for tonight. If they can get 5 of those, they will advance 5 on an aggregate. So it's all they need. They require to put in the pressure and, of course, hope for those moments.
Well, it's a pity, but that's the way football is. It's happened before. Here come Mane. At this sort of times, we'll just do the maths quickly. Where it stands.
They need 5 goals.
As it stands presently, it's on aggregate Roma 3, Liverpool 6. What it does mean
just 4 goals
is that just 3 more goals. If Roma score 3 more goals and stop Liverpool from adding one more, Roma will go through. They only need to win by 4 goals to 1. Here Liverpool come. Roma are lazy in clearing their lines, so Liverpool will still continue. Mane! Look how close that came. 16 minutes played. It would seem there was a touch to it, and it could be a corner. Milner running in that direction. Well, really interesting. I'm not sure I saw where the corner was coming from.
It was a goal kick, actually.
Was it running in reverse? Or a reverse camera angle? Quite surprising. Well, it's all about Liverpool now. Mane on the Roma area. He's got help in. Well, it would seem that was it wasn't Firmino, but Firmino comes back into the picture, I guess, from the latest strike. Well, I'm not too sure, but just checking out the game here today and wondering where this might go. Kolarov with the throw, deep in his half. We're hoping that somehow we'll find our enthusiasm to continue. Labalaba is already tired.
I kind of.
Whatever he's doing, I'm going to smash his phone on the floor.
I'm not that tired, Femi. but I'm kind of shocked here because that goal considered by Liverpool. I think Mina is like the most unluckiest person because it was a clearance and he was there and just knocked him. Kind of surprising for them. But I expected Roma to like take off after they scored that goal. But it's like Liverpool are kind of stepping up right there. They've been a better team in the last 5 minutes, passing the ball around, wanting to get the goals. I expect Roma to come in. But like you said, Femi, 3 more goals and they can qualify. It's like how it started. They need 3 more goals to make it through. Now they need 3 more goals because they'll be locked in an aggregate. They can still get the goals, Femi. If they are lucky with that, Femi, that kind of chance, it means the Lord of football is for you to score that kind of goal.
Interesting stuff here. At 18 minutes played, Roma 1, Liverpool 1. And Roma can make this even livelier. Another opportunity spawned, but they managed to keep the ball, then almost give it away to Salah. A frenzied back pass all the way to the goalkeeper will ensure no damage is done. Fazio, the man to clean up the mess. Well, Liverpool are unbeaten in Europe this season at all. If they get past Roma tonight, they'll go all the way to the final without a single loss. Not even the great Real Madrid can claim that record this season. But what a season Liverpool have had. The cross is good from Kolarov. It's low, but the block matches it from Lovren. It's a corner which Kolarov will gladly take on the left of their attack. They're trying to swing something in and cause trouble for this side. As we go into the 20th minute of proceedings, it comes into the box. It looks good. It's headed clear and then cleared even further. The defending looks good. Rather antitypical of the Liverpool we've come to know in recent times. Well, here come Roma yet again. The referee spotted something. There was a bit of a shove. It's a free kick. Advantage, Liverpool in their box. Well, troubling moments for them. Sheikh had put a hand to Lovren. The referee has spotted that and identified
that. Might be wrong.
Well, I'm not too sure.
Where's the contact? Where's the contact? I think Sheikh didn't even touch
no
it.
contact.
There was no contact.
There was anything to have been blown there.
Penalty for Liverpool. I saw a picture for this game. Someone tweeted, if Liverpool win today, it depends on that man they call of red. Because he's the man on the mission. We don't even know the mission is on. But the man on the mission. He played well in the first leg. But we know Lovren. He's not really that consistent. He gives you a good game today. Tomorrow he gives you a very, very bad game. But starting there, I think that was a wrong call from the referee. Honestly, I think he would have allowed the game. A penalty might be too soft, but just allow the game flow because like Roma was in a very, very good advantage to like, get the second goal in that chance that was wasted.
For me, scary on for this. What Roma brings to these games, you can't explain. You don't know how they are playing. Are they playing from the flanks? Are they using the midfield? There is no particular player you say, okay, once we hold down this man, we can play football. That's just what is scary about them. You just see them move the ball, and there's a Zeko always almost there to put that ball in the back of the net when they need him most. And that's what I just see with Roma. Liverpool should be cautious. I think they should defend more a bit so they can reduce the amount of attacks coming to their defense. Because once they score the second, they might just be under pressure at this point in time.
Well, 21 minutes played. Roma 1, Liverpool 1. Liverpool leads 6-3 on aggregate, but they do know how finely balanced this game is on the night.
Femi, talking about balance, there's one Roma player that's actually balancing information for them. It has to be that man they call Nainggolan. He passed the ball comfortably to Firmino for him to score. I think Nainggolan, De Rose, and also Pellegrini imitated it for them. I think Nainggolan needs to step up. He's a fantastic midfielder. The good thing about football is, I keep on saying it, when you make a mistake on the pitch, you get to fix it on the pitch. I think Nainggolan should be the fixer in this game. He don't spend markets more. Go on that market, buy stuff and fix it whatever. Time to play for this match.
Well, Roma came into this game knowing they cannot allow Liverpool score 2 or more than 2, and that they need to score a clear 3 goals more a clear 3 goals more than Liverpool to advance, or at least force extra time. If Liverpool were to get goal number 3 tonight, it will be real trouble.
Own goals.
But they've only got 1 goal on the night, and just a confirmation that Liverpool goal was firmly credited to James Milner. And he got a wallop to it, just to add a little insult to injury. Here come Roma. The Cup faithful are here, and they are finding their voice, trying to egg their team on and try to get over the chant of the Roma fans. Roma fans chanting. Liverpool fans chanting, "You'll never walk alone." There's still a whole lot of football to play tonight. We've just reached the halfway point of the first half of proceedings. Roma 1, Liverpool 1.
And it looks quite a balanced affair, Femi. No one being superior.
But Liverpool have an opportunity. Mo Salah trying to run between 2. The clearance is firm and strong and determined. The referee has spotted a bit of an infringement in the process and is rather unhappy about something. He'll have a talking to, perhaps. Milner is the culprit on this occasion. Some pushing and shoving. Or is it the manager who's been applauding on the touchline? It did seem to be upset with somebody. The ball is floated into Liverpool's box. It's cleared rather too easily.
But I think they've got to try to walk their way and just kind of be, sending those balls, hoping for some defensive errors in the Liverpool back line.
Here come Liverpool again. Another goal will dampen the morale. Almost in. Mane almost with the second. It was the simplest of touches. But goalkeeper Alisson Becker managed to put his body in the way and stop that. Corner is all Liverpool will get. But then again is another advance warning as to the threat that Liverpool poses. Mane is disappointed.
Well, apologies. I think we've seen revelations in the Premier League, but however they scouted Robertson, it's terrifying how he plays football. Amazing
player. The corner comes. It looks good. Well, it was him. Was the Lovren is the second goal. What does the referee decide? The goal stands. Wijnaldum with the goal. Liverpool have their second. And that was slack defending by the Roma players. Well, there is jubilation only in one small speck of the stadium now where the Liverpool fans are. Wijnaldum was clearly onside.
Bad defending from Roma. I think when it comes to area abilities, I think Roma, they have the heights there. Manolas, Fasio and the rest. This player,
it would seem indeed it was Patrick Schick that kept him who played him.
Jacob.
Was it Jacob?
Yeah, played him on, but Jacob gave the assist.
Played him onside.
Bad one, Femi. Honestly, I want to come here and do a good game, like a turnaround, like we saw when Roma did in the second leg. And Liverpool are not really making our job easy. Scoring goals. They should have waited. At least wait till the last 20 minutes and let's have a good game. Not score two goals in 26 minutes.
Now they have to score 4 to force extra times. And if Liverpool score again, they will need at least 6 goals.
Yeah. So, Femi, if there's anything we must talk about, it must be the Liverpool attack. If Mane had scored that goal, it would have been 10-10-10 for 3 of them. I mean, Firmino, Salah, and also Sadio Mane. This is how great these guys are. Nobody has had 10 goals or at least 7 goals and 7 assists in the Champions League in the last decade. It's just Firmino. 7 assists. He made that assist for Sadio Mane. This is how great these guys have just become. What club have turned them into from nothing. I think he deserves some credit for what he's done for this side. Liverpool are just one side you can't look away from. And that's why you won't look into that final and say, yeah, they stand the chance. Not because of anything, but because of those 3 front men. How easily they get goals against any opponent.
You got to say this, though. Great respect to Jurgen Klopp for what he's done at Liverpool. But I wouldn't say from nothing. Firmino
Was a star already.
Firmino came into Liverpool as a top player for Brazil. We saw him at the Confederations Cup. We saw him before the Confederations Cup. What tournament
in
was
Germany
that?
also, he was a top player in Germany. He was scoring goals like nothing in Germany for
He came as a big player. We saw him for Brazil. What competition
Olympics.
was
it? It wasn't at the Olympics.
It wasn't at the Olympics. I think it was the South American
Copa America
or something. And we were
hot dog at Germany.
Yeah, we knew he was hot. He was hot in Germany. Sadio Mane has been a revelation, but his game has been his unrelenting power and pace, his movement on the ball. And this team had to continue. Some of you would remember that before Salah got into the equation, it was Mane, Firmino, and Coutinho. It was a match made in heaven. I had a fantastic season in fantasy football, keeping, even when I didn't keep Mane, I kept both Coutinho and Firmino for long spells, and they just churned in points after points after points, scored goals after goals after goals, assists after assists. It's an amazing team. And it could get worse for Roma. Salah denied. Quick thinking, quick interception. But you can sense it's getting harder and harder for this team. On that occasion, it was Daniel De Rossi who had to track back to save his side. And just one look at the faces of the Roma players tells the story. 28 minutes, now 29. Roma 1, Liverpool 2. On aggregate, Roma 3, Liverpool 7.
But I think it's just going to be respectful for us to stick with the scoreline for tonight and not reel out the aggregate score, because for those who are hopefuls, just the 1-2 scoreline will give them confidence. But 3-7, it's very heartbreaking. But again, it's what it is. You perform, you get goals, you advance, and that's exactly what the first finalists Madrid have shown. Played consecutive matches in the semi-final without Ronaldo getting a goal either at the Allianz or at the Bernabeu, but still they were able to score 4. And for Liverpool, like we've mentioned, they're just terrifying away from home. They've equaled Madrid's record for most goals scored away from home with that second strike from Jorginho Wijnaldum. I think they're not done scoring, so it's just one of those nights where the drama would be how many more goals will they score.
Well, interesting stuff. You can join the conversation. Remember, we are live on YouTube. Just go to YouTube and search for Nigeria Info Live. Nigeria Info Live. You cannot miss us. And yes, the comments are pouring in. This is when we take some of those comments.
So many of them, Femi. First one here says Liverpool to win this game all the way 2-1. Austin Andrew came with that one. And Dekunle Joshua says, great guys in the house. Una well done. I think that's what it was going to say.
It's the plural of Una. You is the plural of
Una well done. Chimobo Victor says Roma will win this battle, but they will surely lose the war after 90 minutes. Austin Andrew, 0-1 already. Liverpool will beat them without looking back. Now it's 2-1. Ruben Lukman says yesterday was a killer. Today will be killer tunes. It goes sweet.
Killer tunes when they drop hits.
You go sweet well. Laba Laba, I see you. Ogafemi, big ups to everybody. Thank you, Ruben Lukman. Olufemi Taiwo says that's the end of the game. I wish Liverpool didn't score so as to make it more exciting.
It's not ended yet.
Let's watch. Well done, guys.
It's not ended yet.
Yeah, not ended according to Femi. Ended by Liverpool already in their camp. But Klopp wouldn't want to give up or just look away from it.
Is it not Klopp? We've seen Liverpool give up a 4-goal lead before. We've seen it happen.
Barcelona has done it too. Sevilla, Super Cup. Was it,
and here's the danger. If I was the Roma manager, I would say take the tension off. Play the game. Keep the scoreline. Okay, don't be too adventurous in this first half. In the second half, Liverpool tend to switch off. Start early. Press them. If you get a goal, you get a second goal with the scoreline at 3-2 and at 5-7. You can make it. As it stands right now, they have to score 4 goals to go into extra time. I don't think it is completely unachievable. It's not completely unachievable. Anything can happen in football. The real problem is how do you keep your shape to stop this Liverpool side from hitting you on the counter?
Yeah, Femi, let me go back to the comments. Austin Andrew says, I'm greeting the Liverpool fans in the house. None here. Jude is at Ember Creek. Muritala Karim says, hi guys, great job. Roma win, but Liverpool will face Real Madrid in the final. Ruben Lukman is saying again, I want to ask a question. Had Bayern won 3-2 yesterday, will Bayern go through? Yes, they will go
easily.
This away goes through the confused person. I will explain that maybe after I'm reading the comments. Ruben Lukman. Olufemi Taiwo says, hi guys, the portal to the reality show is not accepting registration. Okay.
We'll look, our digital team look at that. Running out would look at it and rework it.
One says, okay, I think it's just a reply to, thanks to Olufemi Taiwo saying, Ruben, Bayern would have qualified. I think that's how we have for YouTube at this point in time. Away goals will only count when there is a draw. 2-2, 3-3, 4-4. Then they look at who scores more or who scored more at home and who scored less away. So if you score more away goals, then you qualify when there's a draw. But if not, if there's a straight win, there's a straight win. If it was to be three, like Bayern winning 3-2 yesterday, or 2-3 yesterday at Bernabeu, it would have been 3 goals away for them and 2 for Real Madrid. So easily they would have qualified with that 4-4 aggregate.
Well, interesting here tonight. 33 minutes, going on 34. It's Roma 1, Liverpool 2. A bit of a dampener for the neutrals. A bit of a dampener. And I feel sorry even for the people in the stadium. Roma's chance to start off a fight back, just denied by the goalkeeper's left post. But it just came thundering from quite a distance. Karius comes out and collects from a second attempt. We'll be hoping to see that again pretty soon. The strike looked good. And here come more trouble for Liverpool. The referees seem to have... that would have been offside. El Shaarawy had every right to shoot from that. So the rain took a deflection. Took it away from Karius, but not away from the post.
Femi, that's another Egyptian. El Shaarawy is Egyptian. Chose to play for Italy and couldn't get up to 5 caps altogether. Painful for him, though. I wish I could see him join Salah in Egypt and the World Cup.
Well, Roma give the ball away yet again. And Mane comes with it. Firmino finds Salah. Salah is free. He's got just one person in front of him. But Firmino gets the ball. Firmino shoots block. And Liverpool still killing. Roma battling for it. Control. A chic. So relatively easy. But Roma win possession of the ball again. Quick twist in the play. And they are forced to the left, where Edin Dzeko controls it now. Help arriving. Edin Dzeko wants to go alone. It takes a deflection. It's a corner. And the Roma fans are beginning to try and urge these players on. Another opportunity to see the strike from El Shaarawy. Or El Shaarawy. The corner's taken from the right. It looks good. It's headed, but not in the direction you'd want. Roma keep it. Some flicks and tricks. And the ball goes again to Mane, who can hit on the counter. Lorenzo Pellegrini tries to stop him. Even he can't. Schick comes in. Finally, they tag team to stop Mane. They held on to the ball way too long. An interesting first half of football. We've seen 3 goals already. 2 from the visitors. And a big, big dent on the aspirations of Roma on the night.
Technically, we've seen all 3 goals scored from by Liverpool players. So I don't think Roma have one yet, because the other one was an own goal from James Milner. It's just been one of those nights, Femi. Even the fans, I'm not sure they're as loud as they came into the stadium with that Sadio Mane first goal completely doused whatever hope they had, coming into the semi-final fixture. And again, you've got to give credit to Liverpool. That's how you completely extinguish any form of hope from the opposition. Just get the first goal, make it quite difficult. And that's exactly how it's been. I think Roma have lined out, like I mentioned, lined out perfectly, lined out with so much quality, but it's not happening for them.
Only one other time have they been here before, Roma. On that occasion, they progressed to the final and were eventually stopped in the final by, well, you know who, Liverpool. Tonight is beginning gradually to seem they will not have that opportunity to move into the final. Liverpool, yet again, the roadblock. Corner to the Lords from Anfield. Be floated from the left of their attack. It's an in-swinger. It's headed, but only as far as the throwing for Liverpool, which is taken quickly as they come pushing again. Robertson supplies into the box. Great interception on this occasion by Federico Fazio. Roma trying to get out of trouble and trying to make something count for themselves. El Shaarawy is waiting. Dzeko finds him on the left. He's got one in front of him. Turns round, goes down. Referee says play on. And Salah collects.
Femi, we have to watch the replay again to know if that's a penalty or not. But from where I'm from, from where I'm seeing,
even from your village,
from anywhere where they, that looks like a penalty, Femi. Chipo, no. Femi, I'm out. I'm in the sky, Femi, but I'm not flying. Let's check out the replay.
Well, we'll have opportunities to see it.
Yeah. Before that replay, Femi, I'm still talking about that man, El Shaarawy. I want to correct some impressions I actually created. I think it was in 2009, he wanted to play for the Egyptian national team. And the coach at that time, Hassan Chiata, says no, there are some players don't qualify to play for the national team, even if they play in the foreign leagues. And that's what Chiata said. That was the quality Egypt possessed at that time. Remember Ahmed Hassan, remember Abu Trika, remember Zidane. They were a huge quality. And I knew that was not actually the problem. The problem must have been that he didn't grow up in Egypt. They were so local at that time. Remember the goalkeeper El Hadri. They won the Nations Cup thrice in a row, and there's no one who has done that. Just Egypt. I think they're the Real Madrid of African football, or Brazil of African football.
More trouble for Roma. Liverpool. Oh, here they come. Mane has it. He tries a cheeky back flick. There's remonstration. I'm not sure whether that's intended for Mane or for the referee's assistant, or whether it's marked of disrespect or something of the sort. El Shaarawy's turn again.
That was a penalty.
That was a penalty.
That was a contact. That was a dive.
Look
at the leg now.
He wasn't touched.
He took the leg and took it off.
He wasn't touched.
That leg.
He wasn't touched. He puts leg, you don't touch him. When I give you corn, you don't give chop arm. I don't collect the corn. He put leg, you don't chop arm. So you don't. That wasn't a penalty. That was a penalty. No, when
the Mumu levels.
It's corn a fruit.
He's a real traditional man. He was throwing a problem. Or an illustration.
But you corn na fruit.
The guy they try really.
No, corn have plenty fruit.
It's corn fruit.
Corn have fruit.
I mean, maybe answer. You always say my corn.
Okay, no, that's
One time cassava too will be fruit. Here come Roma. Trying to ask questions of their own. Certainly a strike. It's Florenzi with the final shot. I got there a bit.
But Femi, if Roma seriously want to get something from this game, they need to get a goal in this first half. 2-2 going to halftime will give them that small morale for them to get something on the game. But 1-2, Liverpool in the second half, like you said, normally don't play so well in the second half. They're just going to chill and lock the gates. I think Roma needs to get a goal in this first half if they're going to get the chance of winning this game or getting something on this game. Winning, not so they will qualify. Win, you shall win. You know this for half. At least you put more pride for half.
We approach the half-time mark. It's 42 minutes, and here come Roma's Pellegrini, who finds help in Kolarov. Van Dijk gets to it first. But was that Van Dijk? It did seem like it was Lovren. Mane is a house on fire. He leaves everybody in his tracks. Firmino comes back. And they try to rebuild Firmino. He goes further back. And Liverpool will take their time, just take it easy. Their fans cheer with the "You'll Never Walk Alone" sound at the Stadio Olimpico. Salah has the ball now, and one man, quick thinking, quick passing. The ball comes to Milner, who finds Firmino. Firmino is free. He switches, turns. The shot takes a block. And Roma has an opportunity to counter quickly. El Shaarawy on the left. He's alone. One man with him. Lovren brings him down. The referee awards something. And a yellow, certainly. And a free kick right on the edge of the box.
Quite impressive run from El Shaarawy, Femi. I think it's been even more lively than Edin Dzeko. In comparison to what we saw last night at the better bowl, you needed Lewandowski to perform. We have players like Tolisso, Mula, of course, and Ribery asking the questions. I think sometimes these big players have got to live up to the big occasion. It's not happening for Roma. If they want to get as many goals they require to advance, we need Edin Dzeko to be as effective as this gentleman. With Egyptian roots, by the way, talking about El Shaarawy. But perfect opportunity, a 2-2 scoreline, 3-2 scoreline before half-time might just give us hope.
Well, let's see, 44th minute, Roma 1, Liverpool 2. 4 more goals to snatch anything from this one. Will this be the first? The free kick is coming from the left of their attack. Pellegrini to take. Kolarov, surprise, surprise, is in the box. And what a waste! What a waste of a ball! Floated almost towards the corner flag.
Femi, I cannot be a manager. If I'm a manager, Femi, you'll be on the bench for 10 games, Femi. 10 games. I'll bring in the under 7 player to come and play ahead of Pellegrini.
I think he was
He
was planning a huge deflection.
See,
That
was a rugby shot. That was a rugby shot. Rugby. Are you playing rugby? Rugby, the penalty is so high. That's not even a penalty. Put the ball in. I think that was totally wrong. Femi, why I will not be a manager? Femi, to give you a piece of information, I'm getting my coaching badges soon. I just made the connect soon, so I'm getting my coaching badges. So these are players I'm putting on the bench when I become a manager.
They won't play for you.
I just made the connects and I'm getting my coaching, but it makes it look as if they sell it on the street. It's incredible, actually. But then again, Femi, whoever Pellegrini is, it's well with him. Because you don't see. Look at the fans there. Even the referee had to communicate with his photo official. Look at this man. I give them a free kick again. Look what he's done. That's what he was saying to his photo official. I saw that happen. It's a very 40 night. If you cannot score from such moments, I don't think it deserves to qualify.
I stand against you now.
I'm serious. You didn't see the referee. Dominic Scomina, whatever his name is, by the way.
Well,
Eshara was just showing us what he showed at
if this pattern holds, it will be the first time in Roma's history that they will be knocked out of a semi-final in Europe. Yes, only once have they been here in the Champions League before now, but they've also played in the semi-final once in the lower division in the Europa League, and they progressed on that occasion too. So it's half-time here. The interesting night where a whole lot could go right or wrong depending on what aisle of the divide you find yourself. A lot to talk about, a lot to think about, a lot to ponder on and ruminate over. Roma will be asking themselves tons and tons and tons of questions in the dugout. But it has ended here, the first half of it, that is. Roma 1, Liverpool 2.
is Tunji Andrews, and I run the SME show on 99.3 Nigeria Info every Monday at 10 a.m. You see, every second Monday of the month, we have what we call the Pitch It Mondays, where if you're an entrepreneur, you have a business idea, but you need investment into your business, you're able to pitch it to investors who will be with me in the studio. You'll be able to pitch your ideas in 45 seconds or less. And if you can catch their attention, you'll get the critical investment you need into your business. So rehearse what you're going to say, make sure you're able to catch their attention in 45 seconds or less, you might get that investment into your business.
Hi guys, my name is Tolulope Adeleru Balogun. I currently host Morning Crossfire. I'm here to tell you that you have to get your PVC. Your permanent voter's card is your power, and in your hand you hold the power to make any necessary change that you want in Nigeria. Please participate, because elections are not the end of democracy and governance. The highest office in the land is the office of the citizen. You and I are citizens of Nigeria. Get your PVC. Your PVC, your voice.
They went on to score 2 in that particular encounter.
But even at that, there was still a part of you that hoped, let's have a fight on our hands. It's not looking like a fight as yet.
Exactly. But interesting game in the end. I think they've actually given a fight. Maybe not, it didn't count on the goals. We saw them play good football. We've seen them show something that they don't want to go down with their heads and totally down. They want to do something in the end to actually remind their fans that we came here and there was no loss, and that's what they're actually fighting for. They most likely know in their hearts that we might not qualify. Just like you said, they will come into the second half and play like we've lost. But what I mean, they take off that pressure from themselves and just play like it's a mere formality and see if they can get 1-2 goals. And if they start getting those goals, the pressure will come back on them. The main challenge is always the fact that maybe they finish scoring and they're left with just 1 goal. I either put them through or get them back on track into the extra time, which is what we saw with Real Madrid. And this game looks like, they can still be an extra time because it was exactly 2 goals they scored against Liverpool in the first leg. So they need 4 goals without conceding any. And Femi, you can't bet against Liverpool scoring, especially when Salah is on the pitch. I don't know if he's going to be doing that gamble again. You can Klopp taking off Salah because they have Chelsea just to secure their position in the UEFA Champions League for next season in the top 4. Because they still stand a chance of dropping out if Chelsea get on to win that particular encounter. So it's interesting. I think that's one of the sides we'll be looking out for in the second half. How Liverpool will cope without Salah if he's taken off this particular encounter, which I don't want to see, or I most likely know that Klopp wouldn't want to do, because it's all what happened when that man was taken off last week. He's not a defender. People will be wondering why I'm mentioning Salah in conceding goals, but he keeps the defenders at bay. Look at Fiorenzi, look at Kolarov, one of the best crossers of the balls when you talk about fullbacks in football at this point in time. Kolarov did too many of it at Man City. We've seen them in the Champions League. He did it against Barcelona again, and he's also putting some depth crosses in this game in the first half. So for me, I want to give Klopp more kudos than any other person. 29 goals between 3 attackers. You said something earlier on. These guys had made names, but I've seen so many players come from these lower teams, come to the big teams and fizzle out. But that has not happened to Liverpool. That has not happened to Liverpool.
To add more to what Azu is saying, Femi, it's like when you're preparing a good Igbo dish. Femi, when you're preparing, especially a goosey soup that you want to make sense. We have 3 kinds of fish. We have titles, we have mackerel, and we have oporoko. Oporoko is stockfish. When you put confirm oporoko inside the fish does more.
Oporoko inside fish.
No, oporoko inside the soup. Oporoko inside the soup. It brings out the what do they call that stuff? It brings out the aroma. It makes you. Femi, do you know the story about what's happening? Davido not Poroko in chop will make them don't get assurance. You get so that's the way it happens.
How did you get here?
No, I'm talking about Chow Femi.
Okay.
So that's the point I'm trying to make is that I think Firmino is Titus.
Titus is not here.
No, Titus fish.
Okay.
Salah is Oporoko because Oporoko is the strongest. Mane is
Oporoko.
No, Mane is not Oporoko. No, Oporoko is
the strongest.
No, I'm not stronger when it comes to
No,
goals.
while Bucci tries to gather his wit and his thoughts and decide on what he's trying to say.
You have key my vibe.
Let's say another thank you to Heineken for making this happen. And when we come back, we'll hear from you guys and maybe Emmanuel's take on what is going down so far.
Okay, unless you want me to jump from the balcony.
No, don't jump on the balcony. Just try and let us hear you. It's confused.
Jude don't understand that we can hear him.
You know how long it took us to put that country?
Olodo of life.
Honestly, they hear so they hear. I mean, call the lights so they hear.
The guy they confused.
The one that's already here with the reply.
So, can you hear me? No. Why can't you hear me now? I don't know. And then you got Jude. Hi, Jude.
Okay, Femi, just let's take
Okay,
the
let's
regular calls.
wait.
Yeah.
Just let's wait.
It's been forwarded to another number.
Mm-hmm.
Which number you give us?
All right.
Let's try once again. If we do not get him this time,
We'll talk to other people.
Let Heineken know we tried.
All right. Thank you very much, Heineken.
Yes.
And we'll be hearing from you guys as we continue our build-up to the journey to Kiev, which will be the grand closing of the UEFA Champions League for the 2017-2018 season.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Can we call Chinebere is there also?
Who's Chidibere?
Pick the regular
Hi
calls.
there. Good evening.
Good evening, Femi and the gang.
Welcome.
Bros, it's too much, Jerry.
Thank you.
This is Maxwell, the quiet one from Maja.
Welcome, Baba.
You know, you have
The hilarious
The hilarious one.
The
Not
hilarious
the noisy one, the hilarious one.
Okay. Oh, well, now, wow. You saw where your guy, Laba Laba, they see titles for.
I can't tire. You know.
It's fish.
It's fish, I mean. But it's too much. It's too much. All good and done. I think Liverpool is just too hot. They are just too hot. And my fear now is the way they are playing. Real Madrid, watch out. I don't think Madrid can stand 3 consecutive wins with this type of Liverpool. What they showed today, they showed class, they showed pedigree, doggedness. They showed that yes, they have that resistance. For them to come to Rome, where Barcelona could not stand a chance and still be leading, no, I must give them accolades. I'm not giving them assurance, but I'll still give them accolades. You understand?
Yeah.
Nice job, guys. These guys are doing
Thank you
well.
very, very much. I really appreciate it. I don't know, however, you know, I was just thinking as he was talking there. Liverpool look like they will qualify today. They're going to the final in Kiev against Real Madrid. The real problem is they might get into the final and we won't see them. I don't know. Well, finals are the way they are.
You know, the thing is, actually,
Finals. The fear to not make a mistake, to not,
I don't know.
Because not too many of these present Liverpool players have been in the final, but we're talking about Liverpool here. 5 Champions League, Femi. It's a mental statistics. They are the most successful English side of the continent. I don't think,
one of the most successful in Europe.
In Europe, alongside, of course, Milan, Bayern, and Barcelona. So it's not going to be a psychological thing. But when they're playing against Real Madrid, the guys who make the Champions League qualification to the final, like street football, it's annoying. With all due respect to Madrid, to see how they make it to the final. I mean, the first in a long while was exceptional. I thought the one also last season was really good. I mean, we had a heated conversation about Madrid's passage, and also what will happen tonight. And the newsroom, you were involved, Jude was, and of course my humble self. But this season they've looked really, really funny in their performance, and yet they're in the final. They advanced to the final way better than Liverpool, of course, because of the day they played. Are doing now, but. I think the final is one-off. That's why, I would never write Liverpool off, because they are Liverpool, and because there's something about a form. Mohamed Salah, it looks like it's here. Those things happen to players. There's just a season that you blossom if you take your chances, and he's been doing it. Opta provided the statistics, Femi. As we speak, they've shattered Bale, Benzema, and Cristiano's record. The front three in the Champions League. They've scored the most goals. The trio of Firmino, Mane, and Salah. And they play against this same gentleman. One, of course, has lost his position. That's talking about Gareth Bale. So it's going to be an open final. I think the only guarantee, like I put out on my Twitter page, is that we'll see goals. That's my joy. For the neutrals, it's not going to be boring, because none of these two sides rely more on their defensive strengths. The reason why they advance as much as they've done is because of how many goals they've scored. But always, I would fancy Real Madrid against any opposition, against the world best 11. As long as the opposition is Madrid in the Champions League final, they always will be favourite.
Femi, to add what to Emmanuel will say, Femi, sorry, I have to use the combo of food. Femi, when you mix afang and egusi, it's different from when you mix okro and obono. Because okro and obono are to draw already. They are naturally draw soup. While egusi and afang are normally sweet soup. My point is very simple. Madrid have been winning the Champions League 2 times in a row, Femi. They know thief beans go the Champions League final. They know native beans. They collect rice. They collect everything together from all the youth clubs, and they have been there on merit. I see people saying about it, they are lucky. How is that luck, Femi? You beat the champions of France. You beat the champions of Germany. You beat the champions. Who then jam again? Who champion again? Of
France,
Italy,
Germany,
France, Germany, and Italy. 3 champions, Femi. Let's not talk about football, Femi. Let's talk about how big those countries are. Germany is big. Germany, if they carry visa now, give me now, go run sharp. Only those countries you go wrong, go, Femi. Nobody say I want run. I just they talk. But they are big, not just their club size. They are big normally. So you have to give respect to when respect is due, Femi. Madrid don't just deserve accolades. We have a new one. I know accolades assurance now. It's just AA. Give Madrid assurance. I give them accolades. Even though they don't have Choma, but they have Ronaldo.
All right, it's getting set for the second half. Let's take a short break, and we'll be back quickly. What's the matter, Azu?
No, nothing for me.
You're tired.
I just remembered that. What did I remember?
Talk about it. You want to talk about it?
Think some more. Think some more. And with plenty of thanks to Heineken for the support and the coverage, we'll return to take you through the rest of this game. The lines are still flashing. Certainly! It's a penalty! Certainly!
Offside.
Well, goodness gracious!
Offside!
How's that offside?
How is that? Lipo, lo. Oh, no.
Let me.
Oh
That's a
dear.
clear penalty.
It was a penalty, but the linesman saw.
But
Eddie
that
Dzeko's
was
colour of
too
shirts.
tight to call.
No.
That's
I
it.
want to see it from multiple angles. How was that decided to be offside? I did think when Mohamed Salah was adjudged to be offside a while ago, he wasn't.
Football bloody
Huh?
hell.
It was onside.
Oh, he was onside. I was
Femi-
in another situation.
Femi, this is so annoying to the bone. Not because I'm supporting Roma, but because I'm a football fan. This is so wrong. He was clearly onside, and that was clearly a penalty. Femi, that would have been a game changer if that was allowed to go in. The referee got it wrong again, and Mane is coming.
Well,
At the corner.
Mane with another opportunity.
At the face.
Roma clear their lines. They've got to do something now. Sheik with the ball. He's got help to the left. He's got to find help quickly. He's turning around, just turning in circles. They probably would give the ball away. Manages the pass,
Cheek.
which ends up behind
Check it up.
the behind Kolarov. El Shaarawy's bundle of energy. If there is a bit of a turnaround tonight, it'd probably be down to El Shaarawy.
Yeah.
Well, Sheik has been disappointing. Who's he?
Well, he's Sheik, by the way, and he plays for AS Roma. not a headliner, but again, someone who's instrumental. I don't think the manager will gamble on an entity in such a fixture. Brilliant, El Shaarawy. I think the cameras, if this was La Liga, they'll show it like 75 times. Yeah, do that. And I like that stuff. I don't know who handles their coverage, but I just stay back and I'll be like,
No,
are you guys
it's
killing
no,
me?
it's actually a test. It's they are testing
I
that
don't know
stuff.
it. I don't know it,
What's the
but-
name now? The name of
pronounce the name, but
is
it's
it big-
I don't know it.
they're actually testing it.
Oh,
testing
I
it.
love
It's
it.
like PlayStation
That's it.
kind of stuff.
Barcelona used to do it, but I can't call the
Yeah.
brand name.
So,
Barcelona
they are testing this season,
Brilliant, Femi. It's brilliant.
and I'm sure all the
Yeah.
major leagues,
we do it.
all the major
Would
leagues
snap
will be
at
going
I
for
think
it.
the EPL should be doing it, but that was it's
But
clever.
Femi, that was what football was all
Scored
about.
again.
Yeah.
Highlights of stuff like that, why the game was going on. I think they stopped it for more enterprising stuff. They don't want to disgrace players and
Yeah.
show how badly they've been beaten.
But it's brilliant when
Yeah.
they do it. It's just the lights.
It makes it more interesting. I don't
It
know why they
does.
stopped it. It was more.
Let's go.
Well, here come Roma now. Roma and El Shaarawy. It's a block.
Look at this.
Roma score a second. And it's all down to the hard work of El Shaarawy.
That boy.
It's Edin Dzeko with Roma second on the night.
Femi, the reason why I'm happy is not because Roma scored. The reason why I'm happy is because one of my guys, Ticket don't enter. Just Zeko to score and he has chopped out. Baba, I will call you later. But congratulations to Roma. I think that penalty would have been a major difference in this game. Would have been a difference in this game. But they didn't give any penalty. And Zeko stepped up. That was a good goal, Femi.
Which is a street tout.
Femi, that was a good goal, Femi. Femi, honestly, I don't know if I'm talking again.
That's very strict.
It happened yesterday. I said I was going to hold it in, but I couldn't. If it was the day after, the day before yesterday, right?
Yeah.
I went here alongside Chidibre on the broadcast, the second belt. And it's just incredible how he says these things. And, you know, for some, they would never see someone who's sensitive. Well, he's quite sensitive, but again, I think his full part is more. And it was like, on air, we're talking about bins. And it was like, I don't tire to the video, I don't go to the video again. You know, so I don't give him this again. The manner in which he said it, I couldn't stop laughing. The was like, read the feed, read it. I could taste the shame of why you exposed me.
No.
I'm going to give you my
Let me say again, he said that.
That'll be your fault. I'm going to feed you.
I couldn't stop laughing. It was, oh no, incredible stuff. But again, I think the fight back from Roma is good. Just for the lights. You never know, they might score 3 more goals and send it into extra time.
Well, what a night that will be. Let's go back to the phone lines and share fun with you guys at home. Let's see who we got here. Hello, good evening.
Hello, Femi.
Yes, please, welcome.
Good evening.
Yeah, how are you doing?
Fine, thank you very much.
Yeah,
Just calling from Aja.
Okay, welcome, brother.
Well, for the game, honestly, well, I believe Liverpool will qualify except the god of football will give us a crazy night. I don't know. But I think Liverpool will qualify. Uncle Femi, I registered for the Fire Reality TV show.
You've registered?
Yeah, but the problem is I filled everything and then pressed submit, but it's still showing processing. I don't know what's happening.
It's saying protested.
Processing.
Oh, processing. Okay.
Processing. Okay. Yes, I've already sent, even as I am on the broadcast, I'm struggling to communicate with our digital team. And
they'll fix it. Actually, thanks for the feedback.
We are feeding them back with some of these feedbacks we're getting.
Yeah.
And whatever happens tomorrow, I'm sure it will be fine. So you've got to check again tomorrow. Worst case scenario, you may need to re-register. But I'm sure whatever happens, if they don't fix it tonight, they'll fix it first thing tomorrow.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. All right. Who else we got? Christopher.
Prince Obon Femi Daniel.
How are you, my brother?
Oh my God. I never forget that presidential phone call you made to me.
Hey,
I never forget. Hi, madam.
She did. Talk to me.
Chief Emmanuel.
Good evening.
No talk. You know, when you are analyzing this thing, Buju was short of words. After he described Oporoko and whatever. You know, Emmanuel was describing Liverpool. I can see Buju how the guy was just short of words. But at times he would throw that his lava stuff, which is a good one. Today's game, I'm giving it to Liverpool for the sake of our man from Igboleri.
Friday.
You know the guy now.
Friday. Catch like this.
Friday from Igboleri. He's a Liverpool fan.
Deep Liverpool, a big Liverpool fan for that.
So for sake of Friday, I'm giving it to Liverpool. And they were describing Roma, or what do they call them? The other guy, I think Bibi. He never mentioned Barcelona. Those are people who own football. You know, I'm telling you guys.
Knocked out by this same Roma, right? Liverpool is got 2 for the house.
Thank you very much. Appreciate you, brother. Hey! Let's see who we got here. There could still be drama tonight. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Good evening to you.
What's up? Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
It was our fault.
Hello.
Okay, we apologize.
No vex. You were saying something, Azu?
Yeah, Jeko has just been that man that has listened to what Ima said earlier on in the first half.
Yeah,
these big guys have got to rise up, and he's risen up to the occasion. Cost a penalty, cost a free kick, not quite long. And that's what you expect from a striker who's just been there all the while. I'm predicting that he must have gotten to double figures in the Champions League this season. Wonderful player. Left City and we thought that was all for him. Went to a team like Roma, a lower team in the Champions League. But look at what they're doing. Firing on all cylinders and breaking the seven. Also creating their own seventh wonder of the world. Wonderful team in the end, Roma. You want to see them actually get something out of this game. Maybe a victory. Maybe they don't get to qualify. But they are already showing that Liverpool can collapse in this game. And if they get one more, man, Femi,
it's game on.
Anything can happen.
Yeah, the Roma spirit will envelop this stadium. Something tells me it will be, well, too little, too late, perhaps. I think somehow, again, Emmanuel did say it during our conversations, and there is a point there too, that the two goals that Liverpool allowed when they seem to have switched off in that first leg back to bite them, even if they succeed tonight, pay a heavy part of to go through. Right now, well, real wahala now. Find Salah. Well, the defense looks good. There seems to be some punching and pushing in the process.
Femi, that's if I'm Konstantinos Manolas.
Yeah, the Greek.
The same name with him, the Arsenal player. Sorry, Konstantinos Mavropanos.
Yes.
He is actually going to Madrid to play.
That's remarkable.
Wow.
You know, because I said it back to back.
Back to back, these two names.
Wow.
The boy
Greek names are actually quite difficult.
No, I'm actually intelligent, Femi. No. I'm intelligent, Femi. Go to my school, they will tell you.
He does it up.
Femi, just before you carry on, Azu,
you say I go down, you don't know book. Who book help?
Well, Femi, I think Iman was kind of dissecting this Roma squad. for me, under Spalletti, they did so well, but due to issues, it didn't work well. They brought in a very, very important man, Monchi. He came in from Sevilla, their sporting director, and also they brought in that man, Eusebio, fantastic Osasolo, and he's doing the job here. And Liverpool, okay, and he's doing the job here, Femi. I think this Roma squad is very accolades. Their defense, Manolas and Fasao, this is a player came in from Sevilla, went to Spurs, didn't get much opportunity. Right now, he's playing so well for this team. Also, Florenzi, remember him, a fantastic player, can play as a right back, can play as a wing back, can play everywhere playable. And also that man they call Sharan Zeko. This is a man that is scoring goals like it's nothing. De Rossi, the giant himself. If Liverpool, Roma don't get to qualify, I think the manager have like a step for him to climb because the steps are more in this team.
Here come Roma again, trying to open this game up.
I mean, there's something De Rossi did to Salah earlier on. I think it's just been that thing that Salah has slept with or has played with in his heart from the beginning of this game. Just about 10 minutes into the game, Salah had Salah had the ball with him, and De Rossi just kicked him in a nice way and just made him know that.
About see what he did. And he
didn't touch him after then. And Salah respected himself, left that position, and he's struggling with the other guy.
Mind games.
Just mind games.
Mind games.
Hey. Well, he needed to make contact.
Yeah.
The contact was slight. It did cause enough problems, though, for the Liverpool goalkeeper, Loris Karius.
I mean, I think we didn't talk about that substitution. Unda came in for Pellegrini earlier on.
Pellegrini. They have to substitute.
Pellegrini, I will play that open shot.
Free kick, And by the way, as you mentioned, he was actually trying to find out if Edin Dzeko had gotten double figures. Well, it's actually 8.
Okay.
At the moment, he has just got that information really clear. So it's 8 goals for Edin Dzeko. It's the most by an AS Roma player for a long while.
Yes. Well, interesting stuff as the lads continue to fight for supremacy here tonight. Liverpool have the ball now through Wijnaldum. Mane gets it. It comes to the left where the young Robertson is holding sway. And then Liverpool somehow give the ball away again. Only to win it back.
Femi, I rated Sheik honestly for the game. I spoke so well about him. It was so important when they won against Barcelona. This is a tall player that can actually move the ball, left footer. Femi, I believe when you're a left footer, you don't have to play football, you're in the wrong spot. Because I think left footers should know how to play football because technically they are gifted. When you know how to use one leg better than 2 legs, it's good for you. Sheik really not working well. I think he should be doing better. You should take him off. He's not been in the game at all.
Here come Liverpool again. Well,
that wasn't even good.
It was already offside. He couldn't even hit target. Sadio Mane.
Well, I was just going to verify, Femi, it wasn't just about a Roma player. It's actually the first time a player would score 8 goals for an Italian team in the Champions League campaign since Samuel Eto'o did it for Inter Milan. The season Jose, of course, went on to win the Champions League alongside Diego Milito and everyone. So that's an incredible feat for Edin Dzeko.
Okay, interesting stuff. But Roma trying to regain composure and control. Asking all the questions now. They come again on the right. The cross looks good. Takes a blow. Deflected. And it stays there. Somehow, how did it stay off? How did it stay out?
Not bad, Femi.
Well, great strike from El Shaarawy, but the cross was good from Nainggolan on the right.
Headed back by Dzeko.
Whoa, that was a handball. That was clearly handball.
This referee.
Marcelo did his own yesterday. They didn't make this noise.
What is this?
But the difference with Marcelo's own was that his hands were like this.
No, they weren't.
No, his hands were like this.
Femi, it was never Wakanda. It was never Wakanda, Femi.
No, you're doing Wakanda. No, but his hands, his 2 hands. No, it wasn't. It actually struck. It actually struck here. It struck here.
Not fully covered.
And it was like this.
This is more glaring though.
However, you can understand if the referee doesn't give it. Because at such close range, he wasn't trying to block the ball. Exactly. He was more concerned about taking his eye off. He had his eyes closed. He didn't even see the ball coming.
Femi, I think when we used to play football back then, our coach would tell us something. If you are in defense, if you are going for the ball, make sure you put your hand at the back. Looking at that, he went in with his hand, Femi. His hand, I don't really care if it's 2 inch or 1 inch or close to.
Well, he seemed to have spread his hands.
Why do you spread? If your hands your leg, you're allowed to spread as a footballer. Is to spread your legs. Only the goalkeeper can spread his hands. So I think he was definitely wrong when he did that. Sorry, that came in the wrong way.
What is wrong with you?
That came out in the wrong way. But he should not be doing that, Femi. I think the second bad call Roma is getting in this game. The first one, the penalty wasn't given to Zeko. That was totally wrong. That should have been a red card for the goalkeeper. This second one also wasn't given. Bad one I think Roma, if they get to lose this game, they have the right to UEFA. You people are playing that way.
All right, even as we do that, Azu, could you quickly check some of our comments? We are live on YouTube. Nigeria Info live on YouTube. You can join the conversation as Liverpool try to come forward again.
Femi never talk. Chimo be victorious. He was waiting for you at this time. He said, "Oga Femi, Marcelo did his own yesterday. He didn't do Wakanda.
It's not obvious.
He didn't analyze this way. Now Liverpool, now you want Conde make case for Roma. Okay, he says now this Liverpool team.
There were penalty shouts. There were penalty shouts yesterday. I think there was at least one very clear penalty shout that I would give. Others, against Real Madrid.
How did they continue being
Yesterday there was one penalty, though some people thought it was. But you see, that ball that struck his hand, the truth of the matter is that the rule of the game is if the player has got his hand to his body. Now, some referees might give it, but the rule says if the player has got his hand to his body. He's got his hand to his body. I have never. That
hand wasn't in body.
No.
It wasn't in body.
He had both. He had both hands folded. There is no way. There is no way I'm giving that for a player who's folded his two hands. You really can't give that. That would be too harsh.
It was tight. It was tight yesterday, though. When I say Madrid were fortunate, I've always been. I don't know how they do it. Remember last season, Ronaldo scored 2 offsides against Bayern Munich, and no one was given. They were counted, and that quenched Real Madrid's Bayern Munich spirit.
It wasn't offside.
Nice assistant.
Femi, can I still go on with the YouTuber?
Go ahead.
Okay. Mark Fidelis Ikenga says, kudos guys, you guys are doing great. Love ya guys. That's coming from Austin Yakub. I also got NBC Abel. Femi, they say Roma know they concede for home. Not when you have the Reds in town. This game is done and dusted. Please make I go sleep a bit. Liverpool will fight.
Concede 2 times already.
Yeah, they say Liverpool will fight, but Ronaldo for the trophy in Kiev. Ronaldo get fans. I checked his Instagram handle and I saw how many million?
70 something million.
115 million followers. 115. Messi is 90 million.
No, Ronaldo fine now. People they follow fine boys.
Okay.
But Messi is now richer.
Okay, yeah.
Ronaldo will soon be richer.
Yeah, Messi.
It's easy now.
He will always be richer, man. A big boy. Short man, they get money.
No.
Ask my vice chancellor.
Chidebere is here. Chidebere get money.
The question is,
Chidi is not short.
Are the taxes? The question is, are the taxes being paid now?
They have been paid. It's when you pay taxes you get richer. They don't know the secret. That's their own tithe, since they don't go to church. Great Benedict says, good evening, Femi. Happy to see you guys live today. I thought I was going to say live.
We're living.
English is just a crazy language. I'm sorry.
The spelling, I know.
Live today. You guys are doing a great job. I need you guys' number. Femi, maybe we'll have to read out the numbers. So
Okay. 01277. Maybe I should get help. Okay, let me do it myself. 101-277-993 01-21993 0172-993 0277-3993, which you will check WhatsApp for us later. 0809-5975-805. That's 0809-5975-805. And you can also chat with us on Twitter. We'll be coming to your tweets later on. That's at Nigeria Info FM. And of course, you could also mention the Femi and the Gang official handle at Fachi Official. And remember to follow Buchi. Bucci small Z.
No, Bucci underscore small Z.
Bucci underscore.
But it's simple. Just search for Bucci Labalaba.
Femi.
Yeah.
Labalaba.
Femi,
You can also follow
Femi, we'll go raise placards. Don't call my handle. Don't call my handle.
The Twitter handle
is it a handle?
Radio Freak.
It's not right.
Radio.
It's the radio.
Radio Freak. You say how to radio.
It's not radio.
So Femi, I was going to say something about it, Jacob.
Oh! Hey.
Save of life. I was
Say.
going to say something about it, Jacob.
Say.
He played he struck a ball and struck it well over the bar, and it just reminds me of my days playing at Labasco. If you know Labasco, man, you actually play for White.
Hey, you know what I can.
Labasco, big boy P.
You know beggar.
If you say our post,
You know beggar. We don't need post. Everywhere I post.
Well, for those guys who grew up around the Lake Mwagigi, you understand what I'm talking about. Labasco is a big complex where you have just one school, white on white. They're actually Lagos Baptist. So let me come back to what I have right here. Zeko actually played there. The only white man to have played at Labasco. Not literally.
Zeko played at Labasco.
Not literally.
Okay.
Like I said. New one coming in. Okay. Emmanuel, let him just put out the number for those who ask for the number.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
YouTube. Emmanuel, too smart. Okay, moving on to what we have. Somebody is typing so swiftly. I don't know. Is he doing that real time? Is he calling? Is it YouTube voice? I don't know how he does that. He doesn't even wait for you to learn, and you see him already typing. I won't sell your market, brother. Okay, yeah, we've got this one from
Nepa don't take light. It's back.
Olufemi Taiwo says that's the end of the game. I wish Liverpool didn't score. Okay, we already read that in the first half.
It's not ended yet, so check the time now. It's 70 minutes of football. There's 20 minutes left.
to go.
It's a lot of time in football.
Femi, somebody's delighted. Patrick, Tayo Steve says, seeing you guys live delights me. Such a terrific job you guys are doing. Well done, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Let me tell Femi, say, okay. Patrick Okpala says, hi guys. Femi and the gang is the best.
Let me read it myself. What are you telling Femi?
Where is he
Tell Femi, say it.
No, let me talk about it.
Okay.
He said we're doing a nice job, so I said, let me tell Femi, say. Okay, and I left it at that.
Patrick is
You wouldn't dare say.
Patrick Obaleze is calling from Netherlands. Obaleze is calling from Netherlands.
He's not calling, he's typing.
He's typing from Netherlands. Sorry. At that club, NEC, they don't cut my ticket so many times.
Okay. Hi guys, Femi and the gang is the best. One question: how can I call into the studio? I'm Patrick from NEC.
Yeah.
If you Femi back there, if you want to bet, NEC will give you 2.5.
NEC Nation, you know, it's actually very comical because
NEC.
that's the reason. Oh boy, it's very funny. I told Bola this stuff while I was making my transit from Liverpool back to London, and you know, when you're in the train, you get to see stop signs and. You know, seeing all those Championship and League One teams, just like, you know, Barnet and Burnley, and all I was coming to my mind was, look at this rascal team.
Don't cut my ticket before.
Where we go play here? Let me just say where I go play. No, we go play when they go cast together. The same thing when we were at Barnet, I just said about, see how this stadium be. Now, I don't go if you play 1.5. If you play short from the goalkeeper place, it gets to the other post. When I'm going to play 0-0, strong 0-0.
It be like 5-a-side pitch.
That's how Barnet is, the hive. We're lucky for Nigeria, at least we'll play at Wembley against England.
Okay, back to the YouTube messages.
Yeah.
Okay, Joel Brown says, feeling good with the results so far. Thanks guys for the good work. I see Liverpool beating Madrid to clinch the cup. Oputa is saying,
I don't see it.
At least somebody's seen something differently.
Liverpool
Oputa is saying, sorry, El Sharawi is not Egyptian. He's Italian of Egyptian descent. Is he not Egyptian?
Just like
Papa and Mama are Egyptian.
Just like Ogbonna. He's Nigerian, but he's not Nigerian.
Ogbonna.
Ogbonna.
Mike,
hello, good evening to you.
The Western footballer.
Yeah, I'm trying to use it to escape Bucci. Talk to me.
Femi and the gang.
How are you there?
You are wonderful.
Thank you.
You are the best. In fact, I don't need to go to watch television. You are making my night every Champions League day.
Amen. No, thank you.
Bless you too.
Yeah, keep it up.
Thank you very much.
Respect.
We really do appreciate you.
Twali.
Let's see who else we got here. Hi there. Welcome.
Hello.
Hey, good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Femi.
Yeah, what's up, man? Are you happy or are you sad?
I'm very, very happy.
Okay, talk to us.
So you guys, okay, you didn't decode today. Okay, this is Emmanuel calling from USA.
We could not decipher or decode you. I don't know, you came from another angle.
Oh, all right, that's very good.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to say something.
Yeah.
Which is
Alpha.
okay, no. I don't know. Are you a comedian? Maybe you should be a comedian and a sportscaster. Because
That's what he is.
I've been laughing since. Like, what is it that is making you
It's a sportedian.
good? To just be comparing food.
Ewo.
And yesterday also you called something in the studio saying you won't feed you won't feed Chief David again. Why? you are something else.
Is it my fault to feed another man's son?
I think you should continue feeding. You know, you guys are always saying
So that Chidebere can grow.
Yes, you guys are always saying it. So you guys should continue feeding it, especially Gucci.
Thank you. Yes, especially.
I'm telling you on his behalf. No, he didn't send me. Please don't stop feeding me, please.
All right.
And this tonight's match, you know already, Liverpool is going to the final.
I mean, there's Messi on the pitch. Messi, 2005.
They are going to the final, and as it is like this, I'm happy because Ronaldo must score a hat-trick in that final.
In that final?
Yeah, he must score a hat-trick in that final.
All right.
Liverpool are doing as if they have God at their back, behind them, right? That day they will know who is the greatest.
Yeah, when Ronaldo had the opportunity to score hat-trick in last year's final, he didn't score it. But we're happy to be doing this, yeah?
This Femi and the gang people, they make sports look like say you dey inside stadium. My name is Okay Bakasi. Keep listening to Femi and the gang for the best in sports on Nigerian Info.
Hello and good evening to you. How are you doing?
What's up, Labatoke?
What's a good evening?
My brother, report on that people.
I will. It's not
Too much.
I will.
I never watch anything. Stand. And then and got there. The champions is there. And the people are gone. And the people were gathering for room. They watch them. Watch them. I say no. They go on my red. I want to give you no job.
That's not what I want.
I have now come and go and die.
What's a respect to you, please? Before you pick the next call, Femi, we saw a substitution. Esharawi, I think he pulled his hamstring in that game.
Yeah.
And there's a guy, Antonusi, a young one. Azu pinched me and said he looks like the young Messi. But I didn't see that at the first.
Maybe Jackie Chan, one of the two.
Jackie Chan and Messi. How does that correlate?
Is this something? Is there anything like
Jackie Chan and Messi?
Mispronunciation.
You don't say no. You should say Jet Li.
No, not Jet Li.
No, Jet Li and Jackie Chan.
No, Messi and Jackie Chan. There's this look. If you look at from left,
no, they don't look alike in any way.
Have you watched Drunken Master? It looks like Jackie Chan.
She's not drunk like this. But Femi, Antonusi came in for him. So that's bad for Roma because he has been your best player so far.
Yeah.
This might be the man to score the hat-trick.
Hello, who the house? Yeah, good evening to you.
Good evening.
Yeah, welcome.
Glory, welcome.
Good evening, Laba.
Welcome.
Papala.
Good evening to you, Glory.
Good evening.
It almost sounded like Auntie Emmanuel. Yes, please. Welcome, Glory. You said?
I said I know that you're not happy that Real Madrid is losing Liverpool in the final.
Why am I not happy? I'm happy because I don't see Liverpool doing anything in the final. no, I didn't think Roma would qualify. I really didn't even think Roma would qualify. I thought last week that, in fact, I just wanted Real Madrid to qualify. I thought last week that Liverpool had qualified already. But you will now understand that the final is a different ball game. You remember when Spurs took Real Madrid out in the group stages? In the knockout stages, it's a different ball game. The game is different. The game of the final is even now different. The way you play a final. You know, Liverpool may create a record. Madrid in the modern era have not lost in the Champions League final. You know, maybe they will be the team to create it. But beware Real Madrid, no matter how happy you are for Liverpool. And for the neutrals, I mean, if I was a neutral, unless I just had bad belly for them, I want Liverpool to go through. But the problem is they would go through with any other team. But in a final, as crappy as Barcelona have been this season, if Barcelona get to this final, they will stop Liverpool. That's my fear. You know, and that's the thing.
Barcelona have not really been crappy. They just
well, but I think that's just relative, relative to how they've been.
Of crapility.
Serious crapility. They never lost.
I think the plan B is not working well. Yeah. Hi there.
Hello.
Talk to us.
Hello. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, this is CBK calling from Ajegule.
Welcome, CBK.
Yes,
The kind joy you sense every time you hear Ajegule.
Where are you calling from, please?
I to go open station for Ajegule, make you hear the.
Where are Ajegule? Where for Ajegule?
Ajeromi Selodi.
Well, almost a chance for another goal.
We have for Ajeromi for be specific. Where?
You won't go kill him.
Where? Ijoro? Ajelu?
No.
Okoya? Where?
Okito now, reggae.
Oh, reggae. I know reggae small. I get one people with that.
This guy no get so no way. You between drugs don't finish. Let's do a good
Buchina correct. In fact, I won't be surprised if Buchi becomes American president.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
I said, hello, you people were talking about Ajegule yesterday.
Bola is not Ajegule.
Ajegule said they didn't have water, they didn't have light. That was then.
It's not we people, it's one person.
Bola that said it, Bola.
Bola?
Yes.
You were condemning Ajegule yesterday.
He didn't say they don't have water, it's internet.
Internet, he said, internet. He just said internet.
Ajegule have internet. Anything you are looking for now,
it's there.
Have it now.
Congratulations.
Does Ajegule have skyscraper?
Which grade don't hold up? Huh?
So you were saying about traffic in Apapa. So anybody that invited in Apapa, you are free to come.
Yeah. So no traffic again, have you?
Traffic day, but choose your time.
No traffic.
So this same Lagos over there.
Give us good information.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
So I just love you people.
Thank
we
you
love
so
you
much.
too.
Love you too, bro.
We love you too. Not be small.
No homo.
Yeah.
Lapa.
That's the answer. Opa Jegule.
Lapa.
Opa Jegule.
Lapa.
Opa Jegule.
Lapalito.
Talk to me. Good evening to you.
Drink something.
Good evening.
Yeah, welcome, huh? Hello, talk to us.
I'm good. My name is Obizana on the road.
Obizana. How are you today, my brother?
I agree to you.
Yeah.
Fabregas don't marry.
How about now? That's slow boy.
Don't para.
He never marry you. Fabregas is just 7 years, 6 years old. Though.
He don't
Don't marry now.
What make you old for house?
Now, guys, I'm still on the road right now, and you guys are tempting, sincerely speaking.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, man.
You guys are wonderful. I really appreciate you.
Bye for us.
Thank you.
Femi,
Yeah.
as I stand like this,
Yeah.
police just park my motor now.
I beg go. Why?
I serious. Police just park me to make I park.
What
Yeah, fuck now, fuck.
Give
Give the police the phone, make we follow and talk.
Give police the phone.
Oh yeah.
Not to follow. Officer.
Police say what is the meaning of this?
I beg go, officer. I let officer do their work.
No problem. I'll talk to you later.
No problem.
All right, guys. Take care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the reason for that question. What's the meaning of this? Because no more money. The fear of not knowing who is behind that phone call. Could be higher ranking officer. So that fear.
What's the meaning of this?
They speak English.
I remember a friend of mine making calls on the steering.
Yeah.
He's actually a broadcaster, a comedian and that.
Yeah.
Ajibade.
Nigeria.
So we're driving together. The next thing was, he just sighted the last man guy is almost coming close to him. He just said, if you're at Ababa right now, there's serious traffic. I'm coming forward. He just started driving. Don't be small and very. Oh, but I said those guys, he said, press.
Press. Because they started fighting. And the fight has started.
And that's Manolas, the defender. And that's got that winning goal against Barcelona. He does not care about getting set up because he doesn't send them anymore. But I think he should respect himself. Against Robertson, that has been fantastic in this game, Femi. When it comes to, let me talk a little bit about Robertson. I think he came in from Hull City. He plays someone by the Brady to Robertson has been fantastic. He came to Liverpool. And this one player, Amorim was fantastic. He came in and stepped over Robertson. Pay out to pass, out to assist. For me, this player that club honestly has improved. He has to be Robertson doing so well. And this is the one that played at the left back mostly. But Robertson now came in. He's at the back. I will certainly pick it, but he's very, very young. Femi, this guy, he deserves some accolades.
Okay.
Some assurance, sorry, accolades too. Accolades is gone. Assurance.
Okay. Interesting stuff. Well, time she have go. Whatever kind of English that is. We've run totally out of time. There's just 5 minutes left. Roma have left it late. Too late, perhaps. 2-2 on the night. 7-4 advantage Liverpool on aggregate. And just 5 minutes left of this game. It's Bumbidi bye-bye. I don't see any magic happening at this time. I'm beginning to see a Real Madrid-Liverpool final. One opportunity from the new man who's just flicked that on.
For me, I think they mix the directness of Esharawi in this game. Since he left, there's nobody moving the wings.
The bite has gone.
The bite have gone. On now.
9 goal.
In fact, 10 goal and we cannot help anymore. It's too late.
For me, 9 goal. What is strike with 9 goal and though? He made up for. He gave the first goal to Liverpool when he passed the ball.
Was that a goal?
To Femi. That's a goal. It didn't count. That one wouldn't they count it?
It didn't count.
That's a goal.
That's a goal now.
They're not right time now.
Why they go right time? Somebody shoot from center circle. Score. How would they right? What will you celebrate?
You know why you don't celebrate? When you score this kind of sweet goal when you don't qualify, you don't really count. But for me, that was a sweet goal. You have to call and look and waka. Goalkeeper look the ball. If he go for that ball, he waits for break.
He has to
look and waka. January, anyone where you call. Win. Carry your headies and go. But for me, a nice one for Roma. At least they have a little bit of pride. They are winning this game 3-2. 9 goal and just got the third goal for them, Femi. They still have close to like 10 minutes to go in this game. Femi, they can still get 3 goals. It's possible. No, closely 14 minutes.
14 minutes. Did you say 14 minutes? It's 4 minutes left in the game.
Oh, 4 minutes.
It's football 100 minutes. Now.
Sorry, 4 minutes. 4 minutes. 4 minutes for me. I thought that was
7-5. What if Roma were to score now in a minute and a half?
Yeah, that would be great.
Again, and then there are just imagine that there are 4 minutes of stoppage time, and then they equalize. If wishes were horses. Okay, back to the phone lines. We're just talking to you guys and
just generally trying to make ourselves happy. Hi there, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Femi and the gang.
Hey, welcome, brother.
This is Omo.
Omo?
Yes, sir.
Is he my Omo?
You said it's a first time caller.
Did you say first time caller?
Yes, sir.
I bet we could have clapped for this guy now.
Sorry.
That's how we welcome first time caller. Clap.
Thank you, Omo. I know his friend back then. Omo, is he my Omo? Do you know me?
No, he doesn't.
Who you be?
No, okay, no. No, I get Omo Jesu, but I just go back then.
This is Omo. This is not Omo Jesu.
Omo is short from Omo Jesu. Now my name is Onyebuchi. Come on, Onyebuchi. What's the difference?
Hey.
Yeah, hey guys, I want to ask you a question.
Okay.
Yeah, about what happened last night. That second leg.
Okay.
Was that that handball, Marcelo handball? Because we're having an argument. Yeah, I just need the individual opinion.
Who run?
Okay.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead. Just go ahead.
Was it inside the box or outside?
It was inside the box.
It was inside.
It was inside the box.
If it had been called for a foul, it would be a penalty. So it was inside the box.
It was inside the box.
It was inside the box.
Yes,
right?
sir.
Thank you, guys.
You're welcome.
Congratulations.
All right.
Apparently you have put some quid on that.
Won an argument. Hi there.
Bragging rights.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening and welcome.
Yeah, my name is Abimbala Peters.
Welcome, brother.
You guys, you are doing a great job.
Thank you.
Gucci,
What do you do?
I don't live at Regular, but tell them that the best mock Nations Cup was played in Regular.
Take them! I know back then.
I don't swallow my mic.
No.
How go away.
Sorry,
Mr.
back then we used to carry our school go then.
Mr. Femi.
Yes, please.
Are they at the line? That was where stars were playing from.
Take them. Of
Yeah,
course.
I know.
I know Igalo.
Eriwosu,
Yes, sir.
God bless you, Mr. Buchi.
God bless you too.
I believe Ajegunle is the home of football in Lagos. So
Femi.
What I just want to say.
Maracana.
Hello, sir.
yeah.
Concerning the final match,
Mm-hmm.
it will be a very, very attack-minded final match.
Definitely.
There will be goals. But go to my word today, that Mane, Salah, and Firmino will end up marking. It is one of the most easiest final for Real Madrid. Both teams are attack-minded, but something will show themselves that day. Experience and age will sell. Finally,
Yeah, I hear.
I want to read off that program. Not the info is coming up on 26th.
Yeah.
I want to be part of the program, and I think I normally miss the website that I'm registered.
Okay.
Go first.
It's Goal Fest Nigeria. Goal Fest.
No, not Go Fest.
Okay, the reality show.
Oh, our reality event. Okay, fired. Okay, you know what? Go to our Femi and the Gang Twitter handle. We've pinned it at the top. Okay?
I think it's gone off.
Fat G official. I have also pinned it at the top of my Twitter handle. That's at Femi Cool FM. It's at the top. Now the link is there. Just click on that link to register, or you could go to nigeriainfo.fm, www.nigeriainfo.fm, and you may see the link. The link will be fired. Emma, could you please open the Nigeria Info website so I could show you the link? I've been on the road all day today, so while our digital guys worked on the portal, I personally haven't seen it, and that's why we're troubleshooting this night. So, okay, we're on the Nigeria Info website now, and if you just go up, see whether we can see that link. Live at Metro. Click on. Hold on. Maybe click on sports. Let's see where we have sports. Is it there on sports?
Okay.
Sporty, nothing. It's responding slowly.
Yes.
But you know, the easiest part of it, the easiest way, is just go to our Twitter handle at FatGOfficial. At FatGOfficial, it's pinned to the top, the link, and I know I also pinned it to the top of my own. The moment the digital team sent me the link, I pinned it straight to my. It's there. And there's a question: are you fired up? Can you stand out? Dare to be the next big on-air star? Fired, a reality TV show for the next rated sports broadcaster with Femi and the Gang. 30 interns, 10 mentors, 1 victor. Register here, and then you have the link. Okay, it's a very relative window because the plan is to have the auditions this weekend. Very limited window, so we're hoping that we'll get people in the next day or two. Well, Roma appeal for a penalty. The referee gives it. The referee gives it. 3 minutes have been added on. So there is a penalty to be given, and there will be not enough time.
I think that's a penalty.
But that should even be a yellow card. It did seem deliberate.
I probably turn a blind eye off this one and award the initial one, but sometimes you cannot overly kill a fly. But I think this is good for Liverpool, for Roma. 4-2 scoreline it's respectable, and that's the form.
Well, Interesting stop. The penalty is taken. The penalty is dispatched with such great aplomb.
One
more goal. It is me you want to punch.
Just one.
I don't believe.
I've never been this excited. I've never been this excited.
Just one.
How
many seconds do we have? How many seconds do we have to go? 3 minutes. Drop down.
And the Roma fans are egging them on.
Just one. It's only time. Full time.
It's full time.
This referee now.
It's over.
That evil man.
It was indeed the last kick of the game. It was indeed the last kick of the game. It's over now. Jurgen Klopp runs onto the pitch to celebrate with his lads. Yeah. And after a hard-fought battle, it's the "You'll Never Walk Alone" anthem that rings at the Stadio Olimpico on a night that promised drama and everything. Didn't live entirely up to expectation. Not because Roma didn't try, but just because they didn't make hay while the sun was up.
Femi, honestly, for the referee, the late call, I don't give him gave them a penalty, but I think a little more seconds would have helped. Femi, it's like proposing to your babe that I'll be shouting.
It's not the referee's job to help.
Give more time. It's like
for what?
It was 3 minutes and they already played 4.
Femi, it's like proposing to your babe that I'll be shouting when we don't have babe me. As a babe,
I have babe.
Marry me.
Babe.
When you pop the question to her,
I still have 2 babes in my life.
So we don't have babes.
I have babe. I have 2 babes.
Girlfriend. Okay.
I don't know. I had 3. I lost 1.
It's like popping the question. Like she's telling you, marry me. When would you marry me? At the moment you give her in, she said no. That's what the referee just did to Roma.
But you did drink something.
Bad one. But Femi. But thumbs up to Roma, Femi. The first leg ended 5 goals to 2. The second leg ended 4 goals to 2. That means at least they tried. They tried for them at least. Roma, they didn't give up. You can see the fans, Femi. You can see the fans. These fans are like, congratulations. Sorry, in Italian, that's what I want to say. Congratulations. Congratulations.
You know, look, they came very close. Very close to.
If that penalty was given, the earlier penalty was given, I think they would have had more chance to like win. I think the goal. You saw when Nainggolan scored the long goal, he didn't celebrate. When he scored the penalty, he was like rushing, and the referee just ended with it. Femi, look at the fans. This is what football is about.
Yeah.
The fans are cheering out, celebrating their team. Femi, they go out with their heads. I hope, Femi. I'll say it again. They deserve the AA. Accolades. No, everywhere is bleeding.
Accolades.
Everywhere is bleeding. Everywhere is bleeding. You can red now. Red.
Oh, okay.
Red. Everywhere is bleeding. They deserve the accolades and assurance too. They just should do a song for them.
Well,
Femi,
it's ended here. I don't tire. Anyway, in the end, the scoreline looked respectable.
Yeah.
At least Emmanuel was right on that score. That there was no way Liverpool was going to win here. I did say Roma's real challenge will be to avoid defeat even at home. They've done that successfully so. But then the glory on the night is for none other than this Liverpool side. They've come here, they've seen, and over 2 legs, they've conquered. Amazing sceneries there. Let's take a few more calls as we begin to wind down. Hi there, talk to us. Good evening.
My name is ID.
Welcome, ID.
Yes, it's a very good game. No matter the effort of Roma, they left it too late, but kudos to Liverpool. And one thing I would say is Liverpool will beat Man City, no matter how they play.
Okay. We'll find out on the 26th. It's anybody's game, really.
Not true.
All right.
That's true.
Thank you so very much.
Except we just want to form analysis.
Yeah. Hello, good evening to you. Yeah.
Hello, good evening, Mr. Femi.
Good evening.
Yes, Oguchi, good evening.
Good evening, Olatunde.
Yes, Sabi, good evening.
How you doing?
Yes, I'm fine. Olatunde from Ikorodu.
Yeah.
Welcome, bro.
Welcome.
Yes, honestly, like all the callers have been saying, you guys are doing a great job. You won't believe it. I was watching the match, and at the same time, I have my radio on. just to listen to you guys.
Thank
you so much, bro.
Why is that? You're cheating on your television.
No. Just to listen to you guys. Honestly.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Let me talk about the match.
Have we told you that Nigeria Info owns the radio rights to the World Cup broadcast?
No, I'm hearing it for the first
Yes,
time.
you're hearing for the first time. I'm announcing it. Maybe we're just
How
announcing
do you
it.
just announce that like that? For the first time?
Yeah.
This
So we own the broadcast rights, and we will be. We are going to be working with some of our friends, some of our media colleagues.
Yeah, that's what somebody's credit.
To spread it. So get ready for the biggest World Cup radio broadcast you've ever heard.
No problem. We don't have any other radio station.
Wow. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's the better.
What's that?
Thank you for calling.
Yes, please. Yeah.
God will bless you. God will bless you.
Thank you very much.
Good night. Good night.
Good night to you. Appreciate you big time. Hello. Good evening.
Hello, good evening. This is Lekon calling from Agbado Jai.
Lakeside. Talk to me.
Please, I want to have something for 16.
Huh?
Champions League.
You want to do what?
I would like to know if it's possible for 6 teams to qualify from the same
From a
league.
country, no. Nah, impossible.
Just five.
Okay. This is the reason why I'm asking. I'm asking if
Liverpool wins and Arsenal wins the Europa League. Yes, we know that question. Whoever finishes fourth would not qualify. Basically, it's just simple.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Simple.
Yeah.
Thanks so much.
It's the most asked question for Premier League fans now. So
I didn't get the question.
yeah, if Arsenal miraculously wins the Europa League and Liverpool beats Madrid in the final, it automatically means City, United, and of course Liverpool and Arsenal will be in the Champions League. So whoever finishes fourth in the Premier League log will not qualify because there are already 5 teams.
Only 5.
Only 5.
Yeah.
So you can't have Tottenham or Chelsea, just waste of effort.
So what it means?
So for Chelsea and Tottenham fans, they'll be hoping Madrid beats them or Atletico Madrid helps out.
Yeah.
But it could still be 5. Liverpool already in the top 4.
That's the thing.
Yeah,
so we're not looking at
5.
that now. Yes. Don't, because Liverpool already has a slot.
Okay.
So you can't give beyond 5 to the Premier League. So you take Liverpool, you take City, who are champions. United, who came second.
So if Liverpool win the Champions League,
Liverpool already.
If Liverpool,
Tottenham, that's what we're saying.
Okay, Tottenham 4.
Yes.
And Arsenal 5.
Arsenal
I'm thinking about Chelsea.
That's Chelsea. Because Arsenal are not in the Champions League qualifying spots based on the standings.
Okay.
So they might steal that from Chelsea if they win the Europa League.
now if Liverpool finish in the top 4,
Azul looks confused.
if Liverpool finish in the top 4, okay, it won't matter.
Yeah.
If they win the Champions League,
Exactly.
they qualify. The first 3 teams ahead of them also qualify, and if Arsenal win, Arsenal qualify. Now, if Arsenal lose, they don't qualify, and Liverpool win,
Then
the Champions
we
League.
give it to Tottenham. That's what it means.
You
Actually,
understand?
yes.
So Tottenham will then take it. However, if Liverpool drop outside the top 4,
I think there's no need for this whole.
Again, everybody is permutating.
No. Listen,
Liverpool have one spot whether they win it or not.
Yeah.
There's no guarantee that the Premier League would have 5 teams. It's an advantage because there might be 2 English teams in the final. The guaranteed spot is 4 teams.
Yeah.
So Liverpool and Arsenal can help the Premier League coefficient by making it 5. That's what it means.
If he ends like this,
if it ends like this, because there's no final yet,
Arsenal maybe to join up.
Arsenal wouldn't qualify because Arsenal has 6, Chelsea has 5.
If Arsenal win the
If
Europa
Arsenal
League,
wins the Europa League,
that's what I'm
automatically
saying.
they'll be in the
Yeah,
Champions
exactly.
League. Yes.
I was wondering.
So pretty much, the guy wanted to know whether there is any scenario where 16.
No, it's not possible.
No, it's
clear. Now I get clearly. That was what I was wondering.
Talk to us. Good evening,
to you.
Deborah.
Hello.
Hello, this is Deborah on the line.
Okay, welcome.
Yeah, good evening to everyone in this
Yeah, good evening to you.
Yeah, well done.
Yeah, thank
I want to say that Roma, they really did well.
Oh,
They really did well. I appreciate their effort. It's just that
It was in
there was
futility.
no more time for them to put one more goal in. All right, good night.
Thank you very much. Appreciate your sharing with us. Hey there, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Welcome, brother.
Friday don't come.
Yeah, this Friday. Mr. Buchi.
Friday don't come.
Yes. First of all, Mr. Femi, I want to apologize on behalf of my friend to Mr. Bola Iwan.
Okay.
Because on Sunday, many of the Liverpool fans were calling Bola Iwan lady because they said that he never gave Liverpool chance. He criticized Liverpool a lot. For me personally, I love those criticisms because that is what keeps us going.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes. I want more of it so that I can go ahead and win the cup, the Champions League.
So you get
final.
a medal in the end.
Yes. Liverpool is the greatest.
Okay.
He's the greatest from Britain.
No, you actually personalized it Friday. You said I will get a medal in the end, and I'm wondering how. Or you will win it in the end.
He will be there. Liverpool will win it at the end.
Others bust up newspaper English when I always use. Now the personalized trophy when I don't play inside.
Hello. Roma were able to score 2 goals without Mane and Femi. And in the final, we are not reserving players for any match again. So those players will see out the 90 minutes. Hello?
Right. Yes.
Yeah. So we are beating Magic in the final. I'm not afraid of anybody. If you want to be the champion, you must be the best.
Definitely.
I agree.
You want to eat lion, you must eat the kid.
What kind of cannibalistic analysis or analogies this is?
Yeah, if you want to eat lion, you must eat the cage.
No, the kid.
Okay.
Well, Roma's history does not favor them against English opposition. 10 times they have played English opposition in their history in two-legged affairs in Europe. They won the first 3 two-legged ties, the first 3, but they've now lost the next 7. This tonight against Liverpool was the 7th two-legged loss back-to-back against English opposition. It's a record that I'm sure they would not want. Let's see what you guys are sharing with us on WhatsApp.
Femi, we have a little message on WhatsApp. This first one is coming from Peter from Ajegule. Ajegule is where we from. No matter the I just sempe for boys. So he said you guys are doing a good job. No, sempe. You know sempe. No, that song. Shaka endo. She don't carry Bele Shaka. You know that song. Okay. He said you guys are doing a great job. I use your commentaries to update the football group on the game. Although I didn't watch the game, and the game scared me a bit as the scoreline. He said, "I love you guys." He said, "Laba, I respect to you." Peter from Achikule, would be big time. Femi and the gang, he said, "You guys are awesome." I beg, I want to ask whether Liverpool and this team, now speaking is speaking up, he said, whether this Liverpool team fit with Madrid, with their defense, he's feeling that Madrid will beat them. Matthew from Ojodu, he said that Madrid will beat Liverpool. This one is coming from Ambali from Iwaya. He said, "Good evening, guys. Mr. Balawanko, I'm pitifully and dreadfully sorry for you guys. I want Madrid to win the UCL. Football is not about mouth. We say Madrid might win because looking at it, Madrid have paid their dues 3 times. Liverpool, they don't now holding these dues they pay." David from Ikorodu said, "One game, LFC for the trophies against Madrid. It will be two best team. Definitely, we can't really wait for that." This one is coming from this one put Liverpool and trophy. Mike, all this emoji trophy we put for you. No worry, the day one is coming. This one is coming from. He didn't put your name. He said, "You guys don't read my WhatsApp messages. We are reading it now. Your name is not here." He said, "Evening, guys. Well done. Liverpool all the way. Please, how can I double captain a player in FPL?" I don't.
Well, if you haven't exhausted it, the option is just beneath the squad selection. It's called triple captain.
Triple captain.
It has babies, triple captain, bench boost, and the whatnot. If you haven't exhausted it,
you haven't used your triple captain.
I'm using it this weekend.
I've already used it.
Let's take like 5 messages. Oh, okay. This one is coming from.
I've already used it. I've set my team for this weekend because I won't remember.
Okay, this one is coming from Ade. He said, "Okay, oh, okay." The handle name is Bucci_Smallsy on Twitter. Bucci_Smallsy. Okay. Bucci Labalaba. He said he's not getting the handle. Bucci Labalaba.
Why not just respond to him?
Yes, I'll message him. But we have more messages here. This one is coming from Julius. Julius said he's feeling the comment that it's one of the best you have heard. Respect to you, Julius. I will get babe with the messages. Look at this babe. He said, "Hi guys, I'm Linda from Command." He said, "Nice run for Liverpool. Madrid should be careful. Nice job, guys." For me, they say Ala Madrid. This one is coming. This one, Bola G from Studio said, "Tomorrow, Arsenal will be unthinkable. Unthinkable is different. They don't even think in the first place." So let's see what they will do tomorrow. Tomorrow will be tough. Femi, the messages are coming. Kayode from Ogun State said, "Evening, Femi and the gang. I'm enjoying you guys. Congrats to Liverpool. For Roma, sorry. Versus Liverpool. Said it's going to be tough." This one is coming from another babe. Okay, you know, be baby because he's baby as your DP. Maxi David, he said sometimes you need to do the job in the first leg. Roma will allow you play them in the first leg, hoping they come back in the second leg. Please help me tell them not everybody is Barcelona. Femi, our last message before we take calls right there. This one, hey Femi, the message just the fly they come. Which one? When I wait, make I pick one now. Okay, this one is coming from Jesse Jiga from Jack on the Gate. Jack on the Gate. Laba. He said hello Femi and the hilarious gang. Femi and the hilarious gang. He said nice show hosting guys. The Liverpool side is good, but no threats to my white angels. Femi, he said you owe me a selfie on May 26th. Femi will be there. Femi, let's take this last one from Pataraba.
I mean this last selfie?
This last one.
Okay.
Steve Pataraba said, I told you guys Casemiro will miss the fine knife card yesterday, but I did not see him as much when the card was yesterday. Steve Pataraba, respect to you. I think that's all. We have plenty of messages, but we can't take all.
We can't take everything. And let me just clarify the information I gave earlier on. When I said Roma have lost 7 back-to-back second leg ties, I meant knockout, not in group phase football. We do know that they beat Chelsea this season. Yeah. They had played a draw against Chelsea 3-3, and then they hammered Chelsea big time, beating Chelsea 3-0 in Rome. So I'm talking about in knockout stages. Roma have continued to fail against English opposition 7 times back to back. Let's just see Twitter. What do we have on Twitter?
Okay, Femi, quickly, just a moment for that one. Let's see what we've got arrived. There. Okay, on Twitter, I think we've got some messages dropped. So many of them, Femi. Follows more than tweets. But this one says Liverpool are going to Kiev to win it, and that's coming from Babalola Read One. That's what I'm seeing right there. We've also got this one which says 80, the next goal will be very important. Remember, that was yesterday. How come? How come it's showing now? Okay, Aristocrat Jerry says, Fat J official, is this what Liverpool wants to play against Real Madrid? I wonder why people are scared. Madrid also had their own down times yesterday. Michelangelo says Liverpool will shock everyone against Real Madrid. Expect the impossible to happen. And Odun Tutu says, May they want Real Madrid to have an easier. Maybe they want Real Madrid to have an easier opponent in the final, and that would have been AS Roma. Okay,
why not go down to Habe Tunde, just a little lower. Habe Tunde.
Lower.
Just a little lower.
Lower. Okay, Habe Tunde says Roma showed heart, brave heart. Unlucky Liverpool had scored them for the final. If Liverpool play like they play tonight, it will be the 3rd trophy on the bounce for Real Madrid. Shameful showing from Liverpool.
All right.
I think all Liverpool have to offer. All Liverpool have to offer is that performance they gave against City.
See as I drool.
Please show me where that comes from. I saw it. Ashiri Bash.
You know, this kind of attitude is performance.
I actually saw it. I saw a documentary.
I don't know about this. The stuff is calling. It takes you down. It makes you slow.
Yeah.
It does not make you fast.
From experience.
Yes, it takes you slow.
This guy was
he's talking to Mr. Uncle Femi. Please tell Buchi the federal government has banned
because it makes you slow.
So from experience, which one makes you fast?
Femi, I'll take you a line from Vector.
You be fast, so you don't say.
From Vector, I don't forget the line. He said he makes him slow. I don't forget the song, but I'll get the lyrics back. So it does not get people high. It takes you down, Femi. It's when you start talking. Femi, you know YC. You talk like YC. So Femi, that's not for me. That song was definitely
okay. Okay. Ogundele Williams says, what a game we had today and yesterday. Nice job you guys did. And thank you very much, everyone, for being a part of it. Come on, look at the lines. They're buzzing. Everybody wants to
before we do that.
But we got to go. But we got to go.
Like just one. This is an information. This guy says, good evening, guys. I am registered for Go Fest.
Okay.
I got email What next can I do?
You just print
Come
it.
for the event.
Come with your. If you can print it out,
or
if you have it on your phone, you just show it at the game.
At the entrance.
Okay, just save it. It's save that email. One final call, and we go home. Hi there, talk to us.
Hello.
Yes, please.
Lucky one.
Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Good evening, Mr. Femi.
Good evening to you too.
Please, I want to ask it's long time that I hear about Peretti Goro. Is he travel?
He's fine. He's very fine.
Okay, he's no more.
Yes, no, he's moved on. He's busy with other things.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you for joining us. And that's our package for the night. We've had fun. We sure hope you've had fun too. I will continue to share these moments. There will be moments to share tomorrow night. Who's covering the Arsenal game tomorrow night, Emmanuel?
It's a pleasure, actually. I think it's going to be an entertaining fixture, even more dramatic because the aggregate score isn't as huge in difference as we saw tonight. So it's going to be a pleasure. You join us. The game is at 8 p.m., but would have our studio open from 7 and would build up to that encounter at the Estadio Wanda Metropolitano in Madrid. Yes, so I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be massive. I personally put myself there because Arsenal games are never boring. Never ever boring.
Okay. Please help me ask these guys what's funny. What's funny? Share for the house.
Femi,
it's unshareable.
It was a great game for me. Lovely broadcast. And I like what Imad did in the end. Thanks to everyone who joined the broadcast on YouTube. Have a lovely
because
night.
it's data isn't cheap in Nigeria. This is the country that has, I don't know, I'm not going to cast them, but our data service providers.
Femi, I'm leaving you guys. I'm joining the comedy
circle. Talk to Uwaida Hosa.
Have you made yourself laugh?
If you thought you've had fun, you don't ever see anything yet. Uwaida Hosa is in the house. It's Comedy HQ that we're about entering. But even as we do that, for the next 1 hour, rib-cracking comedy with the crew. Buchi, you take us home.
It has been a very interesting game. We saw a total of 13 goals in both legs. Tough one for Roma. They gave their all, but not everybody will cross bridge, go past the bridge. The back four at the entire side gutter. But respect to Liverpool. They face Roma. Real Madrid in the final. I can't actually wait for that final. Femi, we've been entertained. We'll give you back to back. Yesterday and today, Femi, we are class. Femi, to everybody listening to us today, we could not go sleep well. Tomorrow again, my wife will take on the house final. Let's come out again. My name is Nabuchi. We could not flex.